And a very pleasant good afternoon, everybody. It's good to have you with us. I'm MaxWinitz. All right, Chuck, thank you so much. Well, there is a very unusual sight below a bridge in Manatee County. For a couple of weeks now, a large floating structure has been stuck beneath the I-75 bridge that connects Bradenton and Ellington. And it has many people wondering just how it got there, and even more importantly, how long it will be staying put.
New York cheddar and Gruyere, and
I feel my arteries being clogged already. It's fabulous. After a fairly routine call for a structure fire, deputies in Manatee County discovered something more than just some smoke in a Bradenton home, but the makings of a meth lab. The Southern Manatee Fire Department responded to a call for a structure fire at this home on 9th Street East in Bradenton. But when firefighters arrived, there was no fire. Instead, they discovered several chemicals used to make meth in the kitchen. Manatee County Sheriff's officials say meth labs can be very dangerous, putting the entire neighborhood's safety at risk. I want to talk a little bit about your approval rating. Obviously, it's not as high as you would like it to be, I believe 36%. How do you feel about that, and how do you overcome something like that?
Oh gosh, we're doing the right things.
Staying on the topic of fishing, there are a lot of people who say it's not very exciting, but the people in this next story might also say it's a bit scary. Take a look. Bradenton police are on the hunt for a man they say broke into a woman's home this week, robbed her, and then sexually assaulted her. Detectives hit the street on Thursday, hoping the public can help shed some light on who could have committed this crime. ABC 7's Trevor Shirley has more. I have the best job in the world. Come into work today, told I'm going to report from the fair. Now I am chowing down on some of the best junk food I have ever had. After just 3 days of testimony and less than 3 hours of deliberations, the Delmer Smith murder trial in Manatee County is over. Jurors found Smith guilty of the 2009 beating death of Kathleen Briles on Thursday. He now faces the death penalty. Testimony wrapped up Wednesday without the defense calling a single witness. In closing arguments yesterday, Smith's attorney tried to shed doubt on the testimony of the prosecution's witnesses, especially the two former inmates who testified against Smith. But in the end, the evidence provided by the state was enough for jurors to return a guilty verdict. Here are some of the stories making headlines this morning. No new rules why city leaders in Sarasota decide not to implement new policies for special events that happen downtown. Plus, the largest city in Sarasota County does not have anyone with the title of mayor. Why that could change. And while they are just ideas right now, we'll show you what some tech companies have planned for the gadgets of the future.
What do you guys think about that idea?
You know, personally, the guy just was in the Olympics. I mean, I don't think he's going to have a problem picking up women, especially with his accomplishments. And you guys mentioned he's a good-looking guy. I really can't answer that one, but
I'll answer for you.
I don't think he needs to be on a show like that. James was only 73 years old. And Bob, I know you like to sing a lot. Everybody in the newsroom knows you like to sing. Were you a big Etta fan growing up?
I'll tell you, who couldn't be, you know.
Gone without a trace. A former Bradenton resident accused of embezzling $17 million in bank funds has disappeared. And if you get caught in a rip current, which will pull you out to sea, don't panic and swim parallel to the shore until you are free of that current. And always some good advice there, especially for our tourists who come down here and don't know a whole lot about rip currents.
That's very true. They can catch you by surprise.